Hello guys, I'm very excited to tell you guys about this, to release this video because a bunch of a group on Discord who worked on the game called Sands of Salazar or something like that. I didn't play that game. I've heard of it. Released recently or today, just now, released a English mod for Tales of Immortal or the what is it called? The eight desolations of Ghost Valley, or 鬼谷八荒, or eight desolate Ghost Valleys, or eight desolations. This is perfectly fine. So I'm just gonna show you guys what this mod does. It basically uses machine learning and combines it with a bit of hand translation. I was was a little bit involved in this later process. So you just sort of download their mod, which is available on Discord. This has the consent of the dev team, of the official dev team of the game, and basically it uses machine learning and hand translation to sort of change the script to English. And as you see, everything is English right now. And my files are still here, so you get a basic sort of list of things, and it's still not perfectly refined. The guys are still working on this. I'm just gonna show you guys what it's like. Pretty much everything is translated pretty good. So if you're interested in getting involved with sort of improving this mod, you can always just go to the Discord channel, which I'll put on below the video, or in the video, for you guys to see and get a sense of how to play this, right? So let's just go ahead. I've already shown too much of this normal difficulty. I feel like extreme is better. So this difficulty would be the extreme difficulty. You know, they've translated. Well, everything is translated because I think they use machine learning to change the database, right? So you see everything is ready to go. There's still some little parts that needs to be improved upon, but you know, everything is readable and accessible for you to go with, right? So if you're in, I think I will just make a video series with this mod. And just show you guys how the game is like, right? So, in the first page, apparently it's pretty typical RPG stuff, right? You can go with Oh wow! Look, all the elaboration is also translated. Upright pays more attention to friends and sect and hates enemies. Good. All right, perfect. Loyalty, heritage, hat, pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a character that I've already made. Well, sort of it resembles what I've already made. If I can remember what sort of she was like. So to give you guys some background, when you're selecting the character's appearance, it does affect your character's charm in the game, which is a game stat, and it will sort of make it easier or more difficult for you to make friends with the other NPCs in the game. So this game I should introduce. It's a part of it belongs to the genre called xiuxian, which is sort of a Chinese literary genre, and it is sort of comes out of a type of literature from sort of the old days called 传奇, and sort of in modern times it was evolved into the 小说, which is sort of like the novel, and the sort of Chinese fiction, right? And in the 20th century, it developed into a genre called wuxia. This genre has historical precedence as well. I'm not going to go into it for now. And basically, a sort of is a kind of literature where you are where the protagonist is going through this sort of sectarian life. You're joining schools to learn sort of hidden martial arts and esoteric doctrines to become this sort of masterful individual capable of great and fantastic things. You go on adventures, you meet strange and wonderful people, and also great villains, and you try to overcome these hardships or difficulties in your travels, and basically you're trying to in the game, you're basically trying to become an immortal, and in this process, or those who are sort of trying to pursue this, as you are what they would call a 修仙者 or a cultivator, as some have translated it. So this game offers you the opportunity to sort of play, to sort of develop as a cultivator, and your sort of your current stage is qi refining, sort of initial or early, right? And sort of the decorations, right? Pretty cool stuff, right? So this is one of the characters that I've made before, or one of the looks that I went with before. I'm pretty fond of this look, so I'm just gonna go with it again, right? As any good game, or this game can be. I'll show you why you will develop attachments to your character in this game, because it is a typical RPG, right? And you get to do a lot of fun things in the game, right? So I'm just gonna go with this, so you can attack and run. So everything runs perfectly fine, smoothly with the mod, right? Your character and personality sort of affect how you can interact. Your affinity, your ability to develop affinities with other characters. You begin in the game as a 16-year-old, and your lifespan is 80, and your goal is to sort of increase to develop this as much as possible. And your charm currently is extraordinary, because of what I rolled. You can roll it to be higher. I don't know how they translate it, but so after you've sort of designed your appearance, you can now change or develop sort of adapt innate talents or feats or innate qualities, right? So you can roll. The red ones are the highest. The fonts are sort of hard to read, but you get a sense of what they are, right? So you can always just click on them, and you can see your character's stat will change, right? And you can, so basically you want some attack, some defense. Some of the important ones to get are they've translated as comprehension, right? So comprehension sort of makes it easier for you to learn and or improve on an ability. Your charm is extraordinary as of now. Let me see what they've translated that one to be, if it is even higher. So weapons master is good. Mighty reincarnation. I don't know which one that is. So this one is where you have a loyal partner in the game, or a spouse. This one is all spiritual roots, and sword is not bad. Charm, so immortal beauty. They've translated as in Chinese it's called 仙子, which immortal beauty is fine, or divine beauty. I would probably translate it as divine beauty. Again, I was not very much involved in the translation process. This is mostly still machine translated. Immortal beauty, luck, comprehension is not bad. So you want sort of a combination of a physical and a spiritual or elemental attribute, because there is water. The six elements of nature. It should be elemental. So this is why you want an official translation, because otherwise people will just have random controversies about these senseless or pointless things, right? This is why you still need an official translation of the text, and of course this is still very much a rough or in the rough, but you know, it's playable. If you're an English speaker, this should help you tremendously, right? So you want a bit of alchemy as well, a bit of attack, a bit of defense. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get a sense of this translation, or sort of, and you know, this initial rolling does take a bit of time. If you've played, you would know if you played this game already. So Earth is fine. We're really trying to look for 2 red and an orange, or 3 reds. That would be very good, or at least, you know, ones that are good, right? We want something that we can play as a part of a series. You know, if you guys want to watch it to be played as a part of the series. Genius, I think that one gives you. Okay. So you know. So this one gives you aptitude. This one gives you wind and move. Okay, this one gives you movement speed. So a fellow called Winut Warlord. I'll put his file on in the description, video description as well. What he and I did, I also contributed very little in this project. He translated all these feats or talents into English and Russian, and I think they're sort of slightly better than the Google translated versions, and they're more readable as well as an Excel file. So I'll put that on my in the video link as well, so you can look at that to get a sense of what these are. So 3 red, 精卫. Okay, this is actually one that and the feat that you could unlock as you play the game. So this one gives you attack and comprehension, but it gives you magical value. No, this is wrong. This gives you demonic or aberration by 300. This one gives you even more cultivation. Okay, this one, but it lessens your life, so it's not very good. So this might take a bit longer. Depends on what we get. Look at that. We get sword. Sword is very nice to have. You have a Taoist. You have a spouse who is very loyal to you. Comprehension plus 15 with very good heaven and earth treasure. Okay, this one gives you one of the items that you need to unlock one of your ascensions or break one of your ascensions. This is pretty good because we have very high sword. This means we don't have to put any effort into getting sword, but we do want one of these elemental. So I'm just going to reroll. Because, you know, so this one gives you, okay, this one lessens your sense, so that's not very good. This one gives you wood. I've never played with wood. I mean, sorry. I've only played with, I haven't played with the wood talent style in this game yet. You have a loyal Dao partner, sword attributes, sword and water is pretty good, sword and wind is pretty good, wind is thunder on you. Spirit body, sword, even more sword. Fire sword, does that sound interesting? This one gives you crit and attack, that's pretty good. But alchemy is a bit too low. I'm just showing you guys what these are, right? Like, so it's okay if it takes a while, right? So Taoist or Dragon Blood, attack, travel speed, that's pretty good. Grandson of Destiny, luck and beauty. Give it a few more rolls, guys. Comprehension, demonic path. This is a very good one because it gives you everything. Comprehension, but it lessens your life, right? This one gives you. So within 10 rolls, I'm gonna go with whatever that comes within 10 rolls, guys. The next 10 rolls, okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no. few more. The next roll, that's 2 red and 1 orange at least. Okay, good. So attack power, very good. Sword, very good. We have earth. We don't have wind, which is good. And you have a Taoist. Do we want a Taoist partner? Water. Extraordinary. What is this? Reputation. Sword craze. Sword. Sorry guys, I'm very picky at this point. Okay, Mountain Gate, Fist, and Palm. Fist is very strong. Because we're playing on extreme difficulty, right? So we want something that is at least good with. Like, Fist and Wind is very good, but Comprehension is a bit too low, and Alchemy is a bit too low. You know, you're just gonna spend some time in this page trying to roll something pretty good, which is understandable, right? I believe. Okay. Tiger Fighter, Fist. Fist and Fire. Alchemy is a bit too low. Let's see if I get no. That won't do. So okay. Comprehension, good. Weapons Master, good. Well, we have Wood. Comprehension, Lifespan. Okay. What is the orange one? Earth and Water. I'm gonna go with this one. 18 is good enough. We have pretty good everything. Alchemy is a bit too low, but we can. There's a way around it. I'll show you how to do that. I think I'm gonna go with Blade or Sword. Blade and Earth, or Blade and or Sword and Water, something like that. Something along those lines. Just to show you guys, right? Just to show you guys, right? Ah, damn, I rewrote it. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm senile. So you're a genius. Well, a genius with these things, right? Demon training. Okay, this one is pretty good. This one looks pretty good. So this one gives you all over the country. I think this one is like 国色天香 or something, right? Basically translated all over the country. That's pretty funny. So I'm gonna. This one gives you Palm and Wind, or Fist and Wind. Alchemy is a bit too low, but you know we can work around that. So let's press the right button this time. Great. All right. So Pangu is breaking new ground, being generated. Wow, this is pretty exciting. You get to play this game in English now, right? Other buildings are being generated, generating adventure. Monsters are being spawned, props are being generated. Like, this is definitely hand translated. The guys did a lot of hard work. I was with them. I was helping them out. Or Silent Bob 661, if you see him in the Discord channel. I was helping him with some of the translations. So these guys been working very hard. So if you benefit from playing with this mod, you should definitely sort of thank them in Discord or something, right? So successful method is being born. That's not right. So this is the manuals or the manuscripts in the game, sort of like the abilities that you can learn and equip in the game. So there, every time you make a new playthrough or generate a new file, this is being generated. So what happens is this actually wouldn't take this long if you change your game computer setting to Beijing time and Chinese. But you know, this is like a bug, right? So otherwise it will take a bit of time. But you know, it only happens on the first when they're generating the presets. So you know, it's like playing Minecraft on the mod, right? It will take a bit of time as well. The 8 ways. So 八荒, yeah. So resting in the inn can spout. You know, this is translated. There are 3 talents in heaven, namely wind, thunder, and fire. So it's called 三才, 天三才. It's sort of like the heavenly talents. So wind, and then there are 3 earthly talents, which are wood, earth, and wind, I believe. Yeah, or wood, earth, and what is the other one? Water? Yeah, water. You control these three energies. This is basically an elaboration on, or to give descriptions of the sort of feats or innate talents that you've rolled and picked. You played in the back mountain, in the back of the mountain maybe, and walked into a bamboo forest. Good. Oh, look, unique font. They've kept all this. Or they had to adapt to it. It's weird, but it seems that no one has been here. The breeze makes it rustle sound. Makes a rustle in the bamboo forest, as if guiding you to the depth, or leading you inside. Right? I'll stop translating. Like, just trying to help you guys out to make sense of it. Found it. Okay, so you can now. What is this place? Right. It's called Ghost Valley. Who are you? Zhang San. Oh, he is Zhang San. So he's actually the game developer. Is this a Go bomb? Yeah. So he asks you to play Go with him, and then it prompts you to select one of the three sort of divine items or artifacts. Pixies. Well, yeah, sure, that's fine too. Well, the Pixies pendant maybe will be slightly better. Old Man Tianyuan Mountain. So they're asking you to go to Tianyuan Mountain. This is a prop that a guide prop. I'm not gonna use it. So right now our highest attribute is our initial sort of basic attack, and it just so happens that our highest attribute right now is electricity or electrocute or lightning damage. And we have 18 attacks, so 3 above the basic, so we can do some damage. We're not just having a difficult time. So this is sort of like two people arguing, good and evil, right? And then they get struck down by this dragon. Very nice. So you can press E to interact. What will it do? You can rescue them, kill or observe them. So it gives you everything: character skills, character inventory, character story. This is sort of events, life events. Kinship, there are sort of relations with other NPCs and yourself included. You can leave the battle right now. Nope, I'm not going to do that. This person's injury is very serious. It must be caused by the Thunder Dragon attack. Okay. I'm going to rescue them. So after you've rescued them, they'll give you an invitation letter to their schools. Left Qing. So basically they've translated some of the database to English, the database which is used for the name to English, and some of it they left with the Chinese sort of phonetic alphabet, which is called pinyin. So first find a place to stay and collect information. So we're now gonna go ahead and collect. It's not far away. You can always just click. When you click with the mouse button, the left mouse button, it will take the shortest path, I think. So this cave randomly appears and you go inside. Yes. Enter the cave. So this is combat. Pretty good. Very good. I'm now curious what my character's name is actually in Chinese. I'm gonna check later. But so right now I'm called Mei Ye. Or it could be Mei Ye. I don't know. This is all very exciting. So it dropped the item and you can equip it. This one, Shi Cheng Jie. Okay, that's one. So this is the item that will allow you to give you greater sort of. Let's see if that's translated. Lowest tier of storage ring. Yeah, by tempering Chalcedony of the spirit. Okay, cool. So equip that. You can also equip your sort of your consumables, your pills, if you know what I'm saying. So you now make an increase at the bar. Where so I have a guide. I'm writing a guide on Steam. If you haven't read it, it's basically this with sort of translation. Since we have this translation, I won't have to translate anymore. I'm just gonna sort of provide the basics of the game. playing with this mod, so I don't have to translate. I'll translate it when the mod is sort of seriously wrong, and I'll still use sort of, or when the machine translation is seriously wrong, I'll just change it back then. So this old man is trying to leave the mountain by flattening it, and this guy is like, you should stop. And this wise old man, more like a county scholar, he tells him that now, like, the thing that's preventing us from leaving is protecting us from whatever harm that might be there out there, right? So you're prompted, and again prompts you to go here, because you want to go to Tianyuan Mountain, and the foolish father moves the mountain, or flattens the mountain. The foolish old man, right? So this is the Chinese myth that you're sort of participating. It's called Yu Gong Yishan, right? So basically, foolish guy trying to flatten or remove or move a mountain because he wants to go outside, and he's determined to do this from generation to generation, right? So this is the sort of the protector of the mountain, preventing people from leaving, and he's sort of, or she set up this formation or barrier within the mountains, and you've discovered her at the center of the barrier. And now, because you can't defeat her, you're led to go back to town and rest. Yeah. And to rest, you can go to the inn or the hostel. Inn is actually a better translation, like that. Accept, good. Very good. This game is perfectly playable now, because previously you would have to guess, right? If you were one of the hardcore players, you would have had to guess what each of these things did and try them out, right? Which led to this translation mod that allows you to go with ease, right? So you are now bottlenecked, get into a limit. So basically bottlenecked. So this is Mysterious Man Li Si. It tells you that, Ju Qi, which is sort of qi gathering pill, that can help you to, you can buy it for 400. I'm not gonna, because in the shops it will be cheaper, I think. Yeah, 375. So it's the same pill that the mysterious man tries to sell to you. You use it and you become, significantly stronger, or somewhat stronger. Your attack went up too, right? And we can now purchase suitable abilities or manuals at the town's shop. So it's actually Thunder. I thought I was okay. Thunder is our strongest. 47. Okay, Thunder's good. I've never played with Thunder before. I've played with Wood before. I'm just gonna go equipped. So one of them is a basic attack that you can get right away. So she's telling you, or your character is telling you, that you can upgrade your spell abilities through training. I can show you that right now. So first you have to learn them. To learn them, okay, very good. This is really helpful. You can read the manual or learn the manual. This basically leads you to go through a mini game. If any of the translations is unclear, you can always just go check out my guide, because a lot of this is still machine translated, and the translation and the mod team is very, I think it was like 6 or 7 guys, right, or gals if there was any. So you learn this, you go through this process, and you read it, and you basically press on the blue bubbles with your left mouse button, and you use your left mouse button, and the red bubbles, which you press with the right mouse button, but none of them appear, so we're good. So the blue bubbles are intuit or intuition bubbles, and the red ones are aberration, or sort of things or thoughts, metaphorically, that lead you astray from learning what you're supposed to learn, right? So 8 desolations, very good. So now we can equip our abilities. So this is what we just learned. Very good, very good. All right, I can now show you some of the flashier combat abilities. Do you want to challenge Wu Luo? Yes. Very good. Victory condition, kill all monsters. Good. So it's like 2 balls. Oh, critical strike. Very nice. Yeah. So this one does that. It's for okay. I'm dying. I'm not very strong because lightning is sort of like one of the less accurate. You have to aim it sort of in a particular point. Okay, she transforms. So like stage 2, I guess. So go close to her. So do some damage. So she spawns like these sort of like mannequins, or I don't know, like the indigenous, the local fauna. Okay. I might die here. Okay, good. Alright, good. Kill it, or you can make inquiries about how to go outside. Very good. Yes. She fled. She left you a book. She doesn't talk, right? She's like this divine being, right? Or semi-divine being, right? So this is all, you know, based in the sort of ancient history, right? Like pre-recorded history in Chinese culture, and so you know, in the Chinese mythos, right? So now you have to go sort of fight this boss, but before that we should heal up. Yeah. So there'll be a prompt that tells you when the month is over. So the game runs on a timer. So 30 days. After 30 days in each month, the map will sort of refresh, right? And you have to. And after that, there will be more events. There will be sort of concentration of player NPC interactions. So in order to go, basically the Wulo that you've defeated asks you to gather one of these things that drops from the Dryad or Dryad. Dryad is not bad, like tree demon, Dryad. Yeah. It's a bit different from what you imagine a Dryad would be, right? First of all, it's not female. So it's sort of, yeah, so it's more like a Trent, right? Like a treant, you know, or an ent, right? Like an evil ent. If you know what I'm talking about, like Lord of the Rings, right? So we just go. You know, the gameplay is pretty straightforward. Now you can see critical strike. Very nice. Yeah, so whatever the devs decide to do, I think a lot of this will be kept in. Well, modified, right? They'll have to modify the mod. It's definitely playable now. If you only spoke English, right? Yeah. And I'm sure there will be a community after this developing. Which translates, which mods it to the other languages, because while the English mod is actually not the first mod, there's been a Viet mod, a mod in Vietnamese, you know, since day 3 or something, right? So that's already been happening for a very long time. Like after a week, the game was after the game has been released, right? So the Viet players have been playing this game for in their own language for a very long time now. And I think one of the original sort of developers of this mod, or a different mod of its kind, was Viet, and his name sort of will forever remain in the mod, as you will see if you decide to get the mod. So now you just go back to Wulo and talk to her. Sure, give her sort of this, what is it? A soul orb, tree demon soul orb. Yeah, sure, very good. And what she does is basically she uses the orb to build a teleportation array, and she's been called a Sanjin Bura, or a Buddhist term. Okay, so basically she built a teleportation portal that allows people to safely go back or go outside and come back in. So that's basically the end of the first bit of the game. You know, true immortal ascension, enlightenment. This is the sort of translations that they've decided to go with. Beauty of okay, this needs to work. This, a lot of it still needs work. But if you're looking to play this game, and if you're waiting, for the English translation, this wait no longer. This is something that you can use definitely to play the game. Let's see. So basically, yeah. So you should be able to play now with this mod fairly easily, and enjoy the game as the Chinese players have been for the past few weeks. So let me know what you think. Feel free to join the Discord community. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to give me a subscribe and a like to the video, and I'll see you guys. I'll continue to play with this mod as the mod updates, and I'll continue to contribute to that. I'll try to finish the guide as soon as possible, and yeah, basically take it from here. I think I won't update the original series that I had. That I'll just go back into the folder. I was sort of like stuck on it anyway, right? I wasn't doing anything much, so I'm just gonna go with this one as we progress, and I'll see you in the next episode. So you can find I'm getting chatty, but if you have anything that you want to talk to me about, or anything that you want to talk to the mod team or the game's dev, you can always find us at the Discord channels, the official game Discord channel and the mod Discord channel. So hopefully this has been helpful and enjoyable. I'll see you in the next episode.